Hi, everybody. It is 2:30. We are live and local on this Thursday, the 3rd of February. Welcome to Central Valley Talk Live. I'm Austin Reed, coming to you from our Tower District studios inside the Mike Briggs building. We thank you for joining us. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Austin Reed on air. Hey, we are going to switch gears and go serious for the next few minutes as my guest today, joining us live in our Tower District studios. Tell everybody your name, ma'am.
Sandra Guerra.
Okay, and you are the mother.
The mother
of
James Neise Guerra.
Tragically
murdered. Shot 3 times.
In January, on January 21st?
On January 21st.
Okay. So let's begin with the story of your son.
Okay, how he ended up over here in Fresno. Okay, we're from Orange Cove, and
which is right outside Reedley.
Yes, okay. Yes, like 45 minutes from here. Okay. And he went to oh God. This is hard.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry. But
this is hard.
Take as much time as you need.
Yes, this is hard, yeah. You know. When they come knocking at your door, 2 a.m, and they tell you that my son was found shot 3 times in his torso and didn't make it to the hospital, died right there. And when they came and told me that, I'm still in shock. To tell you the truth, you know, sometimes my mind gets fogged. Yeah. You know, like it just did. You know, because we're not
fresh.
Yeah, it's so fresh. You know, and all I want to ask somebody if they seen him that day, if was he in contact with anybody else, just trying to find justice for my son.
So do you want to kind of set up how he got to Fresno?
Yes, I do.
Because I think, yeah, it's good to kind of get all the information out as possible. Right.
Okay, so what was happening that day is, I guess he was drinking.
Okay.
And somebody had called, because when he drinks, he wants to visit all the family. Mm-hmm. He wants to visit his friends. It doesn't matter what time it is.
He just wants to hang out.
He wants to hang out. He just wants somebody to talk to. And he's very loving and caring, you know, and he's never been to say, put anybody in danger. Right. When he would drink, he puts himself in danger because he trusts everybody.
Right.
He had a really, really beautiful heart. And they would call him Chef Boy.
Wow. Love that.
Yes.
So he was in Orange Cove.
He was in Orange Cove. And so...
And this would have been on the 20th?
The 20th.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
okay.
The 20th, that night.
Right.
Okay. So the police went over there and took him home.
And was this Reedley Police or was
Orange Cove Police.
Oh, Orange Cove has its own department.
Yes,
okay,
we do.
Know that. Okay.
Yeah. So they went and picked him up, took him home, and they said, stay here, don't go. But when my son would drink a beer, even just one, he loses his brain. Yeah. In other words, you know.
Sure.
He's not a threat to anybody but to himself.
Right.
You know, so basically that's what happened. And after that, I'm so sorry.
You're good. Don't worry about it.
Just trying to storm brain everything, my thoughts.
Yeah.
You know, just trying to hold everything up together, you know, and to be live is kind of hard right now at the time.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I will say though, as I'm looking at the screen, we're looking at a picture of your son. There, I don't know if you can see that.
Yes.
That's a great shot. Do you know where that was taken? Or
You know
when?
what? Probably my phone, because he would like to
Okay.
use my phone all the
And
time.
take selfies.
Yeah, or even,
Have you take pictures?
Yes,
Yeah.
or of his plates that he would decorate
Oh.
with his cooking.
Oh no! Oh, so he's a cook
Yes. So,
Awesome.
well, I mean, a cook at home.
at home. Yeah. He enjoyed cooking. Yeah.
So he had a lot of followers. You know,
Oh, okay,
Chef Boy
cool.
Chuck.
Yeah.
You know, and he would take a picture of, you know, whatever it is he made. I'm a good cook, and I think he got the talent from my hands. But the difference between me and him, he decorate his plates.
Okay.
And you
So
would
he
look
set
at
it
him
up
and
really
mouth
nice.
watering. So there was a lot of people that got to know him
Yeah.
and got to love him. And so basically, you know, if he would be at the house and if he'd be drinking, he would call everybody. So he has a lot of friends, a lot of people that loved him and know that this tragedy that happened shouldn't have happened because he was not a troublemaker.
So he, and correct me if I'm wrong, but police transferred him from Orange Cove to Fresno.
Yes, because there's no
Like,
drug tanks. You call
whatever
them.
you call it. Yeah,
Yeah, whatever you call it. On
holding cell.
Yeah, for 24 hours, or
Right, yeah,
let them
yeah,
out, let them sober up,
Yeah, they
the
just-
next day, let them out early in the morning.
So Orange Cove didn't have that, so they brought him to Fresno.
Yes, they did.
And then he was there. He was here in Fresno, downtown, right at the Fresno County Jail.
Yes.
Okay. And he was let out at what time?
Usually, I think they let them out early in the morning, maybe 6:30 in the morning,
Okay.
7.
Okay. So 6:30 a.m. post. Nobody knows
No,
where
no.
he went. He didn't have his phone.
And it's not like him to.
Right.
It's not like him to. You know, he would have called me. Mm-hmm. But like I said, I didn't know he was in jail. I didn't know, you know, the day before, you know, that they had picked him up and brought him over here. So I.
So this is just information the police have since told you now.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
So, and so at 8 p.m.
That's when, no, it was a little before 8.
Oh, okay.
It was like 7:45, maybe something like that.
Okay.
That they heard shots.
And this
And-
was at Belmont
And Van Ness.
and Van Ness.
Yeah, kind of in between, in an alley.
All right.
So they found him like in the middle of an alley.
Okay.
And they shot 3 shots. They just heard some gunshots. I guess somebody called. And the police came out, and he was in the middle of an alley. And they shot at him. So he got 3 shots in his torso, which he was still alive.
Right.
But on the way to the hospital, he passed.
Okay.
He didn't make it.
Let's talk a little bit about the Fresno Police Department and the investigation, where it's at, how you guys are helping, and then we'll follow up with how the public can help. But what's the latest from FPD?
Well,
Or I guess it's Orange. Well, no, it'd be Fresno Police Department. They're
yes.
investigating. Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Okay.
Well, I call the detective just about every day, you know, because I'm pushing it because I want answers. I'm asking if somebody's seen him throughout the day, you know, maybe it could lead to something, you know, so we're trying to get the word out. If somebody knows anything, if somebody's seen something, that they would call the Fresno PD anonymously.
Right.
Or call the detective. We're leaving his phone number.
Okay. Which is
If there be
is
any
that
lead to the suspect.
559-253-3027.
Yes.
Okay, and that goes right to the detective that's investigating
Correct.
the case.
Correct.
How can the public help? Other ways. I mean, obviously, if you know something,
Call.
but how else can Fresno and the Central Valley support you guys during this time?
Well, I say number one is prayer to me. That means everything. I think that's what's holding me, you know. And I don't ask for anything as far as, I mean, because I don't know what it is I need, but yeah, I know we bury him next week on Wednesdays, his funerals, because they hadn't released the body. So they barely released it yesterday, which is what, a week?
Yeah.
Almost a week. Mm-hmm. So next Wednesday, we're going to have his funeral services.
Do you guys have like a GoFundMe set up?
My daughter does.
Okay. So people could connect with maybe you or her?
Yes. Is it Crystal Neise? GoFundMe?
Okay.
Or is it James Neise? Look it up and see.
We'll check that out.
Okay.
Get the exact Instagram, because I think that'll be helpful. Because I know it's, you never think this is going to happen.
Most definitely, especially with him,
Yeah.
because he would never go too far. Right. He doesn't know Fresno by walking. Mm-hmm. I just don't understand what happened. But I know it was a mistake that they brought him to Fresno. That I do know. Mm-hmm. I wish there could have been some other way. I don't know. And they did get new policemen, so I don't know which ones. Because the other policemen, they knew him. They knew he wouldn't cause any danger to nobody, but just to himself. So they basically, a lot of them were gone. So there's new police, so they didn't know I don't think they really knew my son. Because if they would have, they would have made sure he got home safe. Right. But like I said, if he'd have 1 beer or 2 beers, he was like a little boy. Maybe kind of lost or something. He that's his heart. He had a good, innocent heart. So this really hit hard, not just to me, but to the whole community. Right. And to those around him, his friends and his followers.
Yeah. Did he leave behind a family or
2 daughters?
2 daughters. Wow.
Two baby mamas, 2 different ones. One's 6 years old and the other one's 13.
How are they coping?
Well, as far as Nave, she's 13. She had been going every day to the house, her and her mom, and she cries a lot. Yeah. She cries a lot. And even his 6-year-old, Nikki, her mom told her, and she said that at school, the teacher tells her that she's real sad all the time. So I know it's affecting her also, both of them.
Right. At this point, I think the main message, though, is justice.
Correct.
Right?
That's what I want. Mm-hmm. Prayers and justice.
Prayers and justice. Yeah. From all of us here, our deepest sympathy, and we will be praying for you guys. And
Thank you.
If you're watching right now, please call Fresno Police. You'll get right to the detective on the case, 559-253-3027. I know this is not easy to do, but thank you for doing this, because we're getting the message out. So
yes, that's what I wanted.
All right.
So different avenues.
Yeah.
And
keep us posted too.
Sure. Yes, I will.
If there's updates, let us know, and we'll pass along the message to our viewers.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm Austin Reed. You're watching Central Valley Talk, and we'll be back with more in just a bit.
CentralValleyTalk.com